Hello everyone, we are back, and today I want to show you what we have done in the last few months. We have been busy with all of the bodywork, and as you can see, it looks pretty good right now. It's pretty much ready for paint. The next few steps that we are going to do is sand everything down with a 600 or 800 grit sandpaper. Then we will put it into the paint booth, and then we can spray it with a thick primer, and after that again a nice little wipe down, and then the color can go onto it. But that is for the next episode. In this episode I want to show you what we have been doing in the last few weeks, and also I will show you the new wheels that I got for this car. So let's get into it. We are still busy with doing a lot of the body stuff work. So the last few days and weeks we have been sanding away and body filling the gaps on the arches and some other stuff on the car. But we are getting along pretty good, and now I'm going to go to the back to seam seal all of the backside, and then when I have some time left I'm going to do the rest of the inside as well. So as you see, in the meantime, all of the inside of the car has been coated in epoxy primer, and on the back as well, all of the inside. So what I'm going to do now is seam seal all of the edges and all of the stuff where that we welded some things, and then I'm going to seam seal everything in so it's weatherproof again. So as always, I'm using the Finixa sprayable seam sealer. I found this stuff to be exceptionally good at seam sealing and then spraying over it, because of course it's made for it. But I really love this brand. I also use the filler from Finixa. So yeah, pretty good stuff. So as you could see, the first thing I did was apply a strip of the seam sealer on all of the seams that we had. Also I put it in the original spots where we removed some of the seam sealer. In the spots that there are big gaps, I put a bit more, and in the spots where we welded a new panel in, I put a small bead on the inside, because all of the inside will be covered with carpet, so you won't see this anyway. But yeah, now I'm going to flatten it out. I will put on my glove, and then I'm going to smooth everything out, and it will look like new again. So a lot of people use a wet finger, used to wet their finger, or use a paintbrush to smooth it out, but I found that using a Lexan glove works. Yeah, I won't say even better, but it works evenly good. So I put on my glove, and now I'm going to smooth it out. So as you see, I already seam sealed most of the stuff in the front also. I just have to smooth it out, just as I did in the back, as you can see. So let's get started. The inside is mostly seam sealed now. Just need to do some things in the front of the car, underneath the dashboard and on the right hand side of the car. But most of the seams are seam sealed now. I also ran out of seam sealer, so I ordered some new tubes. They should come in the next few days. But in the meantime, we will continue with sanding the car. Inside the engine bay, all of the seams are also seam sealed now. As you can see, we still have to do a bit of tidy up work, but the most part it is done. So I already showed you guys that I seam sealed all of the gaps on the back and in the front, and I also painted the dash black with a 2K rattle can black paint. It's a semi-gloss paint, so you will see that it's not as gloss, but it looks pretty much like the original thing. I'm pretty happy with it, so that's one step closer to getting this thing fully painted. Also can see all of the body lines from the white arch kit from the tarmac arches have been fully smoothed out, so you can't really tell where the arch is anymore. So I'm pretty happy with that. That took a lot of work. Also on the back you can see that the arch is fully molded into the body of the car. I'm really happy with it, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. We are also busy on getting the boot lid and also the bonnet ready for paint. So now they are fully into primer. We are working on the last few dents on them, and then they also can go on the car to go into the spray boot. So now that all of you are back up to date with the progress on the car, I'm going to show you the last thing today, and that is the wheels that I got for this car. So let's put them on. Sweet. So, as some of you guys maybe already guessed, I'm running some mini light rims on this car. I find this to be the best look on these cars. They are a really classic look. These aren't your original mini light rims. These are John Brown mini light rims. But I've run these on my other Escort Mk2, and I've had these for I think 8 years or so. So I'm pretty happy with the quality of these rims, and they look really cool. On the front we have a HJ 13-inch rim with an offset of -10 I think, and on the back of the car we have a 9J 13-inch rim with a offset of -12. So let's get a bit of a closer look on them. That was it for this video. I know it took a bit longer to put this one out, but as you can see we did a lot of work, and this is some work that is pretty tedious and is, in my opinion, pretty boring to watch. So that's why I wanted to make a video that we've made a lot of progress in one video. But that's going to be it for this video. In the next video you will see the car into the paint booth, and you will see the car getting painted. So after that we can start building the car back up, and that will be a whole lot faster and more fun. So till the next time, bye.